Hey guys, what's cracker lacking? It's Serena. What's up, babies? What's up? Saturday, January 24th, 11:52, 2026. Got a different little candle burning. I wrote this yesterday. Hang on. All right, I just put this up here. So I wrote this yesterday, and it kind of goes like this. I mean, you probably can't really understand everything that's saying. It's just highlights of it, but it's like do you realize the guts it took for you to even begin to not just to heal, because we're always in the process of healing, I believe. I just had a confirmation hiccup, burp hiccup, whatever. um that we're always still in the process of healing. But what came through yesterday, man, the guts that it took to even just sit down. Maybe you fell to your knees, maybe you did it, however you did it, was just like, God, I want to heal. I want to heal everything that I remember, everything that everything I don't remember from my whole childhood. I want to be the best version of myself I could be. I don't want to hurt anybody anymore. You know what I mean? You just were like, I'm ready, let's do it. And it's really been hell. It's been tough and it's been hard, because the guts it takes to look at all the things that hurt us and face it, which means facing ourselves. You know, wanting to heal things, and you can tell the people that um have truly are beginning on their process of healing, because they don't blame other people, right? Do you guys know what I mean? You don't blame other people. You're like, yeah, these things happened in my past, but that has nothing to do with who I am right now. I mean, it doesn't, right? We have a choice. When you could begin to look at yourself and see that, how every choice and everything you do literally is a choice from you. I don't know. Whatever your healing journey is, my healing journey is facing myself. Yeah, people did some fucked up shit to me. Yeah, I could be a lot of different ways. The one way I didn't want to be anymore is I didn't want to be hurting. I didn't want to be miserable. I didn't want to have everything you can have in the physical world, right? Friends, a place to live. I had a job. I had all this, and I was so fucking miserable inside. I drank because I was sad. I didn't have relationships. I didn't. Nothing filled that hole that was inside my soul except God. Love, it was already there. So those of you that are on this, I just, it took fucking guts for you to begin to heal, because it's fucking hard to face the things that happened to you. Your little person when you were a baby, or when you were just little. The horrific things people did when you were a child to you. And you suffered by yourself, and you had no one to turn to. And even if some of you turned to people and they just didn't care, and they stayed with that person anyway, or they just chose to overlook it. And every night, maybe you know what I mean? Sorry, trigger warning. This is deep shit. Do you realize the guts it took you to even tell somebody else about it? But maybe if you did it, maybe it was just you and God and your spiritual team. Well, let me tell you what, that's what it was for me. And I'll tell you what, that was some hardcore shit to heal through, you know? And then as we heal, and as things go on, it seems like it even gets fucking harder. Why? Because we begin to heal, and all these people that were in our lives before are now falling away, but people treat us differently. It's like everybody wants to just fucking leave you alone when it feels like you need people the most, but you really don't. This is when you lean more into God, and this is what you've been doing. For me, it's been my whole life, really, but my really deep down healing. Well, I'll say 2017, but before that is when I started my like in the early 2000s, like Joyce Meyer, and yeah, I've just been on a journey. Okay. That I've been on a journey of almost hardcore for, yeah, over 20 years. But really hardcore since 2017. That's when I went to hell, baby. Hell. I tell you, hell. And it just keeps getting worse, but my inside is better, you know? My outside's great too. I mean, my outside world, right? All right, so let's go down to the next line. Projections only worked when you didn't know better. And what they mean by that, what they meant by the projections, you know, you could call the projections, you can call their word, like I have written there, word magic or word spells, right? It says what have you, only worked before you knew who you are. Meaning this healing and stuff, right? The projections and stuff only worked like, whether it was, I don't know, it goes back to that owning your own shit, right? Being able to look at yourself and go, yeah, you know, regardless of what this or that person did to me, I still had my part to play. And the things that were maybe said to me, the things that I thought already, yeah, I could have been a better person. Yeah, I could not nitpick and do things because I'm hurt inside and I'm not able to express it. And I felt that way. It's when you feel that way inside of whatever projections, it could be things spoke to you or just things not spoke directly to you, but you know what I mean. The spell, that's the spell part, right? The word magic. That shit worked before because you didn't know who you were. But since you've been healing, and if you haven't gotten there yet, trust me, baby, keep fucking going. Because then it comes to the point where you're not those things anymore. You don't feel that way. You have more self-esteem and all that. It can't be explained. I can't explain it. I'm not able to explain it. Other people do great explaining things. For me, they just really want me to get the word out, kind of. But then you have to experience it. Experience, you can know. I can say things, other people could say things, but to know it, to truly know it, is to experience, right? The difference. The healing, the awakening, the coming home to yourself. You know, we get offended if shit's true, right? Or why would you get offended? If you know yourself. Everybody in the world could call me crazy or a fucking lunatic, and they do, trust me. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Really? Okay, whatever you think of me is none of my fucking business. I know who the fuck I am. You're not going to tell me different. That's what I mean. That's when the projections, that's when the word magic, that's when the spells, that's when none of that shit works anymore, see? It worked before when you didn't know any better. Does that make sense? Magic and black magic, all that shit. Fuck off. I'm not going to believe in that shit because you know what? The creator God source is way bigger than any magic or anything that's ever walked this earth. Okay? And if you believe in the Bible, and what it says, well, then that's a whole nother book of worms, isn't it? A book of worms. Interesting. Well, then that's a whole different thing itself. I'll tell you guys something. I don't, you know what? I really don't. So much shit just ran through my head. I'm not really sure now. You know what? I believe in what Yeshua spoke about. I believe in the one. I believe in the source. I believe in energy. I believe that our human, after our human, that our soul, our spirit, or whatever goes on, and it leaves echoes here, and they can talk to us. They could send us little signs, especially through electronics. if we don't hear them. Because we choose not to, we don't believe, or whatever. The faint whispers, we leave echoes of our energy. It always goes. What is that saying? Energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred or something. Ever flowing. I believe in the one. I believe in what Yeshua talked about. I believe that that man in a human body walked this earth and healed and did all of those things. Well, we can do all those things too. Did you hear his word? I'm not going to get into that. The God, the source, the thing, if it lives in all of us, if we are all particles of that, it does not, Jesus said, never bow down to me. That, the bowing down, the anger, the jealousy, only me, give me sacrifices, drink the blood, eat the flesh. What the fuck? Listen to me. Do whatever you gotta do. That don't seem right to me. Do more research. But being of servitude. And it doesn't have to be, I don't know. They do talk about giving away all your possessions and follow, right? Because, but I don't know. That's your own journey. I just want to say thank you, God. Universe is the universe. What is the universe? What makes up everything? It's this source, this energy, right? This source energy, the law of one. I don't really even know what the law of one is. They just all, we're all just one. I'm staring at this fireplace. And I'm just like, it's mesmerizing. So I don't know. Anyway, guys, I've been on here way too long already. But I just wanted to really sit there and tell you guys, like, do you realize the guts it took you to do that? That's why most people won't heal. They will not look at themselves. They want to blame everyone. And that's the devil realm in itself. That's the pleasure somebody who just wants to, why can't we just fuck? I mean, it's just sex. Let's just fuck. Well, you got a lot of grown up to do. I mean, maybe grown up isn't the right thing. Believe me, I've been there. It's different now, though, isn't it? Self-respect. You don't want to just lay down with any fucking yahoo, Your energy, your body temple is precious. It's what stores the God particle in you, right? People could be and do anything they want. I love people for who they are. But you know what? The difference is we're learning in our journeys. Before, maybe we gave too much. We were people pleasers because, for one, that's how we are. But we were unbalanced. The more healing we're doing, we're becoming more in balance. The yin, the yang, the light, the dark, the devil, the God, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to fucking call it. A balance, the feminine, the masculine, whatever. We're balancing within ourselves, and it's an integration. We've lived our way. I've lived my life one way, and now I'm learning a new way. It hasn't even been half of my life yet. So this is when they say be easy with yourself. Basically what it is, thank you, by the way, what they just said to me was like, your fucking boundaries are not backing down on it. Period. This is my fucking boundary. No. I don't give a fuck what you, go away. Having our boundaries. This is where we begin to become imbalanced again. right? It's because we know how we want to be. We're this new person now. We know how we want to be, but yet we still, for whatever reason, are bending a little bit on our boundaries. Well, you may lose everybody when you fucking stick up for yourself. Like, bro, listen. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it, but I should have shot this yesterday because I was so in the feeling and emotion of it yesterday when it was come. Oh, there you go, little hiccup. And I did get a notification just a couple minutes ago. But anyway, you guys, you're fucking amazing and you're doing fucking great. And every moment, like this moment, we're here together. I just send you, when you're ready for it, you'll receive it. I'm sending you loving, healing energy of the divine, right? Of this, of what they talk about, this source energy, a father. Somebody created our humans. Something created aliens. We're aliens to another race, right? What does alien even really mean? People that come over from another country over to America, they call them illegal aliens. So what does alien really mean? Don't get don't get it twisted and caught up in the word fucking magic, in the fucking word magic. I had to look at Morning Star. I asked Google, I said, who's Morning Star in the Bible? And they said Jesus in Revelations 22, 6 or 16. I can't remember now, but I will post it, the Bible verse. But in the Old Testament, they also call Morning Star Lucifer. Interesting, right? And I'll tell you something. When I did research on the, I always want to say the angel Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, you know, the messenger. I'm the one who carried out shit too. And that's why Gabriel said to me, I'm not who you think I am. Well, and that's the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life was that energy. And then he spoke to Jason, basically telling everybody you're going to die, I think. And then I got my visions. Wasn't that angel the one that carried out shit? Think about it. But do we get lost in all of this tit for tat shit to distract us from the real thing we need to be working on? And that's what everyone knows him as Jesus. What he spoke about, it's the fucking soul. It's that coming home to yourself where that bliss, where that heaven is, where love is, where peace is, and yeah, it's just different. Love you.